Happy Monday and Merry Christmas. It is the holidays. Oh my gosh, is this a lot of fun. So today I want to talk about giving. Obviously, we're in the season of giving, and there's that cliche that it's better to give than receive, and that's exactly right in a lot of ways. I think it's also important to receive, but we'll leave that for another post. What I want to talk about today is how to take the concept of giving and let it energize you throughout the entire year rather than detract from the positive impact that it could be made. I mean, think about it. In your life, in your community, there's got to be 1,000 things that you could give your time, you could give money, you could give your expertise to. And for so many people that I talk to, they want to give more, but yet they don't really know how to go about it, and there's some pretty substantial things that are stopping them from really opening their heart, opening their mind, opening their wallet, and giving. So a couple things. Number one is, as you're doing your 2014 planning, make a really clear commitment to what is important to you and what you want to give. That could be volunteering. It could be signing up for Boys and Girls Club. It could be being a big brother or big sister. It could be volunteering at your church. It could be joining a committee in your community. There could be something that you want to participate in which would give of your time, give of your experience. I know that in 2013, some of the most rewarding things that I did as I looked back were the involvements with two organizations, two nonprofit organizations that I gave a lot of time to, and it was really rewarding for me. A lot of times it was frustrating, demands on my schedule, demands at family, but at the end of the year, I'm really glad that I did it. So when you're looking forward, really be thinking, okay, where can I volunteer my time? What board do I want to be involved with? What can I do that will allow me to take my energy, my mental power, and give it to other people? Same thing is true with money. What happens to most people is they get interrupted with a request to donate money. It comes in the mail, you see it online, somebody calls you, whatever it may be, and there's this interruption in your day asking you for money. Now, that's not a bad thing. It's not bad that you're getting interrupted. The problem is that most people don't have a plan with how to deal with that interruption. So at the beginning of any year, what I'd invite you to do is to make a financial plan as to how much money you're going to give. It could be hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars. The amount is irrelevant. What's relevant is that you have a plan that feels right to you, that you have something in your heart that you're going to feel good about, that you're going to feel proud of, that you're going to feel is propelling you forward. This will help you, especially if you're in any sort of business building career. If you know that as you grow clients, as you get new customers, as you expand, get raises, do whatever it is that you do, that part of that is going to help other people, that is an incredible motivator. See, what happens without a plan is when you get that interruption, now it's a stress point because you haven't budgeted it, you haven't planned for it, and then two very destructive thoughts normally hit people's head. The first one is that I'm not going to be able to give enough. So, you want to write a $50 check or a $100 check or a $1,000 check, and because it's important and somebody needs help. And then at the same time, you haven't budgeted for it and there's not a plan for it. And then that it doesn't fulfill you. So what most people do is they don't do anything. They say no, they ignore the email, they ignore the video, they ignore the request, they don't get back to the person, or if they do write a check, they have the feeling that it just wasn't quite enough. Okay, this is a lose-lose proposition. When you can set out very intentionally to donate a certain amount of money at certain places, then when it comes along, if something pops up, that's great. You've got a little pool aside that you're going to give $50 or whatever amount of money it is when you do it. This allows you to break that barrier of it's not enough. Get over it. Anything is enough. $5, $2, any amount that you're giving is important and it's enough. Not only for the cause, not only for who you're giving the money to, but for you. If you're believing the thought that you're not giving enough, I promise that's knocking over dominoes that are negatively impacting you in other areas. By believing that you're not contributing enough, that it's a burden, or you're feeling guilty for not giving enough, or worse yet, guilty for not doing anything at all, then that's stopping you in other areas. So let's just end that cycle. Get intentional, get out a pen and paper, write down some goals, if you will, write down some intentions for what you would like to do, both with your time and with money, and then watch that fill you, watch that create tons of goodness in your heart, and watch it ripple out through the rest of your community. I hope that helps. Any questions, of course, post them. Have an amazing week.